Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to what I'm thinking is episode 5? Yeah, it's episode 5 now of this Skyrim, the special edition playthrough with me and most gracious host, Gitbag the Great. Last episode we didn't really do a lot actually, we kind of just dawdled on up from Whiterun up to here to High Hrothgar, and we picked up some supplies from a nice young man called Klimek, put them in this chest, basically contains supplies for the Greybeards, and then we're going to go into High Hrothgar to receive the blessing of the Greybeards and receive their teachings about the way of the voice. Again, like episode 3, this one's probably going to be quite talky, so I must apologise about that in advance.
So, a Dragonborn appears at this moment in the turning of the age.
You call me Dragonborn. What does that mean?
First, let us see if you truly are Dragonborn. Let us taste of your voice.
Ah, I like these guys. Very straight to the point. Alright. I hope that...
Dragonborn, it is you. Welcome to High Hrothgar. I am Master Arngir. I speak for the Greybeards. Now, tell me, Dragonborn, why have you come here?
Let's see. I want to find out what it means to be Dragonborn.
We are here to guide you in that pursuit, just as the Greybeards have sought to guide those of the dragon blood that came before you.
You mean I'm not the only Dragonborn? Well, I mean, you'd kind of expect that, considering how much history and preparation has already been put into everything around us so far.
You are not the first. There have been many of the dragon blood since Akatosh first bestowed that gift upon mortal kind. Whether you are the only Dragonborn of this age, that is not ours to know. You are the only one that has been revealed thus far. That is all.
That's interesting. I wonder if there is like a chance that there could be more than one Dragonborn at a time. And I'm granted, one of the main story quests from one of the expansion packs of this game does expand upon that idea a little bit more, and we'll get along to that a bit further down the line in this playthrough. But yeah, no, it's an interesting theory that there could be more than one Dragonborn at a time, and whether or not they would be a good Dragonborn or a bad one, and if they would truly go and fulfill the prophecy of defeating Alduin.
You have shown that you are Dragonborn. You have the inborn gift. But do you have the discipline and temperament to follow the path laid out for you? That remains to be seen.
In theory.
Without training, you have already taken the first steps towards projecting your voice into a thum, a shout. Now let us see if you are willing and able to learn. When you shout, you speak in the language of dragons. Thus, your dragon blood.
I wish they would speak up a little bit though.
To learn words of power. All shouts are made up of 3 words of power. As you master each word, your shout will become progressively stronger. Master Einarth will now teach you Ro, the second word in unrelenting force. Ro means balance in the dragon tongue. Combine it with Fus, force, to focus your thumb more sharply.
Yeah, makes sense. So, balance. Whoa, what the oh, okay, I'm reading it, yeah, I've seen it. Can I learn the word of power yet? Fuck, finally, Jesus.
You learn a new word like a master. You truly do have the gift.
I literally just looked at it.
The word of power is only the first step. You must unlock its meaning through constant practice in order to use it in a shout. Well, that is how the rest of us learn shouts. As Dragonborn, you can absorb a slain dragon's life force and knowledge directly. As part of your initiation, Master Einarth will allow you to tap into his understanding of Ro.
Delicious, delicious dragon soul, thank you. Alright, so they'll create an ethereal reflection, and I'll have to use my force shout on it.
What?
There you go. And as you heard, the longer I held it down, the more words of the shout it uttered. So before, if I only just tapped it, it would just go fuss.
Again.
Now that I held it down, it goes fuss ruh. So force balance. Let's see. There you go. Wow, I am just messing up their pots and pans, aren't I? Oh my god.
You learn quickly. Once more.
Alright. I've really messed up their vases and pots.
Impressive. Your thumb is precise. You show great promise, Dragonborn. We will perform your next trial in the courtyard. Follow Master Bori.
Who's Bori? Oh, there's this geezer here. But, I mean, they look almost identical, all of them. They just have different shaped beards. That's really the only major thing I can see distinguishing them. There probably is, if I look closer, smaller details that really do distinguish them quite considerably, but from a general glance, you can only really distinguish them by the shapes of their beards.
You will now see how you learn a completely new shout. Master Bori will teach you Wuld, which means whirlwind.
Okay, yeah, so this is a shout that we learn in order to sprint really quickly over short distances, almost instantaneously. Whirlwind sprint.
Approach Master Bori and he will gift you his knowledge of Wuld.
Now this is a shout that's really necessary for a few puzzles and obstacle courses later on through the game.
A new shout.
Right. So, go into magic, go into shouts, then whirlwind sprint. There we go.
Master Wolfgar will demonstrate whirlwind sprint. Then it will be your turn.
Okay.
Master Bori. X. Now, your turn.
That looks so silly.
Stand next to me. Master Bori will open the gate. Use your whirlwind sprint to pass through before it closes.
Alright. Let's do this. Hey!
Your quick mastery of a new thum is astonishing. I've heard
thank
the
you.
stories of the abilities of Dragonborn, but to see it for myself.
Huh, so even though he's clearly aged and well learned and wise and old, he's, from what I gather from what you just said there, and what I remember from the number of times I've played this game before, he's not old enough to have been around during the time of the previous Dragonborn, so that's quite an interesting point. Or maybe he doesn't know that there's been another Dragonborn in between the last one and me, so who knows. It's quite interesting actually. I don't know how to do it, it just happens.
You were given this gift by the gods for a reason. It is up to you to determine how best to use it. You are now ready for your last trial. Retrieve the horn of Jurgen Windcaller, our founder, from his tomb in the ancient fane of Ustengrav. Remain true to the way of the voice, and you will return.
Who was Jurgen Windcaller? I mean, that might clear things up a little bit.
He was a great war leader of the ancient Nords, a master of the voice, or tongue. After the disaster at Red Mountain, where the Nord army was annihilated, he spent many years pondering the meaning of that terrible defeat. He finally came to realize that the gods had punished the Nords for their arrogant and blasphemous misuse of the voice. He was the first to understand that the voice should be used solely for the glory and worship of the gods, not the glory of men. Jurgen Windcaller's mastery of the voice eventually overcame all opposition, and the way of the voice was born.
Seems like a magnanimous and wise old geezer. Would have been interesting to meet him. So in this episode we'll go and retrieve the horn of Jurgen Windcaller. Oh god, it's all the way over there, and I haven't visited any of the midway points between here and there, so I'm just going to have to travel to the Western Watchtower or something and just walk. Oh, this is going to take a while, but might as well just start our way there. Oh no, just walls. Oh sweet, we've leveled up again! Let's see, bows do 20% more damage. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Our bow attack's been pretty underpowered so far. Okay, yeah, so I don't think we can go through there yet, because I remember there's a lot of frost trolls in that area over there underneath those arches, so we're going to have to find another way around. And they're very, very tough frost trolls as well, so we don't really have the strength yet to take them on as we are now. I think from what I remember, you go through that area either at some point during the Companions storyline or the Thieves Guild one, so I'm really trying to remember which one it is, but it's one of those two anyway. Whoops. Oh god, it's just such a slog sometimes. Then again, I think that is kind of just building up the aspect of building up your strength and knowledge throughout the experience of an RPG, in that at the beginning you do just kind of have to make this trek throughout, you know, whatever map of whatever game it is you're playing. The stronger you get, the more that you explore and the more that you're able to fast travel, and I feel like that's kind of a natural progression, which makes sense, but oh god, at the beginning it is just a slog. But then again, you know, it's just kind of like working towards a greater reward, and then when you get to that reward, it does feel all the more satisfying. I think I heard a dragon. I remember there is usually a dragon that spawns around here. Also, I've gone in this house before, and I'm not sure what questline it relates to, but there's a really powerful elven fire mage in here. Don't remember what you do with him, and it's just like immediately, as soon as you go into his house, he just attacks you and kicks your ass because he's really powerful. Oh god, there it is. Alright, well, here we are in time for a dragon battle. Maybe that fire mage could come out of his house instead of picking his nose and actually help us, but no, because that's too much to ask. Good, Lydia is attacking it from the front, I can just keep whacking it in the tail. Oh god, it's escaped. Right, well, we've leveled up. So, just like we did last time before I died, upgrade the stamina and upgrade the archery as well. I'll just let Lydia take the brunt of fighting that thing and pelt it with arrows. It is taking a lot of damage and it's starting to go down a bit. Oh, I hit it! I couldn't force it down. Right, time to go in with the War Axe of Cold again. The trick is to avoid its front so that it can't breathe fire at me. I think I've got it. Oh my god. Just about did it. Juicy dragon soul. Okay, so here's Ustengrav. From what I remember as well, there's some necromancers and bandits lying around. Oh, there they are. Wow, these guys really aren't that much of a challenge, but they are also beating the shit out of me at the same time. Just mark my stupid words. There you are. Okay, so I think we've cleared out the entrance. Oh, fucking crab was preventing us from getting inside. Seriously? I mean, I already know what we could find in here, considering how many times I've played through this game, but still, it's nice to just build up a sense of dramatic irony and hamminess, and just, you know, give it a bit of theatre. Whoa, Jesus Christ! There's a dead necromancer here. Oh yeah, I think some of them are trying to, like, resurrect the Draugr in here, but obviously the Draugr are just having none of that, so they're putting up a bit of a scrap. There we go. It's quite a lot of magic books, spell books are picked up. Good thing is as well is that all of those spell books all take up 1 point of weight, so if you do pick them up and then consume them by reading them and then learning them, that removes the 1 point of weight out of your inventory and also gives you a new spell you can learn. Pretty sure there's some more Draugr around here. Oh yeah, there we are. I'm really glad I actually have Lydia with me here. Here's the depths of the, well, I was going to say facility, more so just a crypt or tomb that's really needs duster taken to it.
Oh.
What kind of reaction was that, Lydia? Seriously, I mean, voice acting in this game isn't terrible, but some of the line delivery is just a bit odd. Some of the story-relevant characters are fine, like General Tullius and Jarl Balgruf, and even to a lesser extent, the leaders of the Stormcloak Rebellion. Stormcloak Rebellion. God damn it! Stormcloak Rebellion! Okay, yeah, fair enough. No, it's totally fair. And oh, there we go. Oh, those two were pretty damn useless and easy to take care of. I think we're getting closer to the chamber that holds the horn of Jurgen Windcaller. Definitely getting closer. Oh, skeleton warriors. Oh, I'm mixing it up a little bit. It's just a pity that these guys are really easy to fight and they're not actually much of a challenge at all. Just one chilling out on a throne there. Why was that a slow motion kill? That wasn't dramatic at all. Okay, yeah, and then from what I remember, yes, there's a word of power down here, so we can go down and collect that juicy piece of treasure. Oh, god damn it! I thought that water was much deeper than it actually was. Oh, I'm back here again! This time I'm gonna go downstairs to where that word of power is in a safe and careful manner. So I'm taking the back route now, using those steps down there. I mean, I could have just used that slope. That would have been much safer, but no, I had to be really adventurous and stupid. Jesus, why do I make things so much harder for myself? So now, well, basically, there's these 3 runes here, and every time you walk past one, it opens one of the iron gates over there. So we're going to have to use Whirlwind Sprint to get through these really easily, or really quickly rather. And the way I did it last time that I played through this is I just sprinted through the runes normally, and then right as I came up to that doorway, then I activated Whirlwind Sprint. So that's what I'm going to do here. So 3, 2, 1. Hey, did it! And now they just automatically open up for Lydia. Huh. That's awfully nice of the people who built this place. Okay, so there's a lot of fire steps here, so if you step on one of these, it should create fire beam. It doesn't seem to on these ones, from what I remember, but it does on all these ones on the floor here. So I'm going to try and jump over them. Or use Whirlwind Sprint to get open. Lydia, you fucking idiot. Wow, she just doesn't care. Yeah, so I'm going to try and use Whirlwind Sprint to get across this. I think we're nearly to where the horn of Jurgen Windcaller is, from what I remember. Yes, we're pretty much there. Excellent. Oh, thank God for that. Now I can get out. I like how atmospheric they make this chamber. Like, these big pillars come out of nowhere, and just for no reason. Okay, so Jurgen Windcaller horn has been taken, and someone wants to meet us to return it. So, Dragonborn, I need to speak with you urgently. Rent the attic room at the Sleeping Giant Inn in Riverwood, and I'll meet you. A friend. So yeah, that's a little bit inconspicuous. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave it there for the time being, because this is already a pretty long episode, and I will pick up next time when we arrive in Riverwood and we meet our supposed friend who will, I hope, give the Horn of Jurgen Windcaller back to us. I mean, I know they do, it's just, I'm just trying to ham it up. I played through this game a few times before, I know what's coming, but I'm just trying to ham it up for you guys at home, so hopefully you will somewhat appreciate that. I mean, I don't blame you if you don't, obviously, though, because at this point, so many people have played this game that it's kind of a bit pointless in me doing that. But, as always, until next time, I have been Gitbag the Great. If you did like this video, leave a like, share and subscribe. If you have any suggestions for future episodes of this playthrough, leave them in the comments section below. And if you are interested just by me or what I do, I also will link the other YouTube channels I run, as well as my social medias, in the video description below, just so you can check out my other online shenanigans. Shenanigans, yes. But, as always, I have been Gitbag the Great. And until next time, stay safe, have fun with whatever you're doing. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Wash your hands, take care of your family, be safe, have fun with whatever you're doing. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Eat your vegetables, and I'll see you guys next time on the battlefield. Bye bye for now.